The issue is surrender. This is something real. You don't find people going into the ashram in the morning to meditate with their knees knocking in fear because of how terrifying and profound they know that meditation is going to be. You know, the Rolling Stones have a song that says, you don't get what you want, you get what you need. I don't think you're going to spend very long involved with these things at a deep level without scaring your socks off eventually. I mean, one of the great things about these psychedelic teachers is that they are so gentle with beginners. And then the flip side of that coin is they are so unforgiving with veterans. I would say if history is the prison, then the psychedelic experience is the epiphany of dissolution that frees. And then you see eternity. You see the Platonic time as the moving image of eternity. The mystery is revealed. That's this whole thing about how a shaman is somebody who has seen the end. That's all. And that's what confers this wisdom, is having seen the end. It's a kind of ultimate experience. And then you take your place.
I would say just to take one cap, just something light. You'll feel good. The mushrooms want you to like them, and so the first time you do it, they're going to welcome you, and you're going to realize that this dimension that we live in is connected to neighboring dimensions that are accessible through certain psychedelics. And then once you see that, you can never unsee it. It's regular life loses its seriousness. It loses like 20% of its seriousness. It's still serious, still regular life, but 20% of it goes away forever, because you know that that's possible. You know that these other worlds exist, and that other people are just out there running through their entire life from birth to death, and they never experience those worlds.
Nobody wants to be left out. So anybody who's ever taken anything thinks they've had the psychedelic experience and feels fully qualified to hold an opinion on it, when in fact it's pretty elusive, the real thing. You have to take a heroic dose under the right conditions to really smash through. I mean, yes, there are all kinds of approaches to it. Insight into childhood trauma, recovery of lost memories, opening to your emotional side, insights into the dynamics of the life and people around, all of it, but that is not anywhere near the bullseye. That's just dancing around the rim of it. So we have to, as a community, try and build consensus about what happens at the real center. Why should an advanced animal of some sort have this curious relationship to an invisible river of imagery running collectively through the brains of all and each?
Are you on the periphery? Do you have your finger on a membrane that maybe other people can't totally touch? Or occasionally, just occasionally, you get a little peek through and you get to see the other side. Even if it's only once or twice in your life. Who's to say that what you're experiencing by being able to see these things that manifest themselves realistically in the future, that this isn't what human beings will have 5 years from now or 100 years from now?
The use of things that would lift us out of the egocentric situation could therefore be considered medical as healing for a social disorder. again, I would say that they, used in that way, should be used as medicine in the sense that they don't become dire. Because in my experience, I have discovered that this is not the sort of thing you sort of take every so often like you go to church, but it's something that you can take several times in a gradually diminishing quantity, and then you've had it. Beyond that, it's up to you to integrate your vision with everyday life and with all the various kinds of knowledge. That's enough is enough. But there are other people who seem to think that the great thing to do is to start out with a little and then keep on going, making it bigger and bigger and bigger, as if they were looking for something that should lie at the end of the line. And then it becomes a diet. Now, that is indeed getting hooked on medicine.
Yes, 3 grams is amazing on psilocybin, but it's several thousand orders of magnitude away from 20 grams. It's different. The veil has been pushed aside. Stuff is floating through the room. You floating through the room. Faraway planets and jungles. Encounters with not just machine elves, but in the insectoids. I have a lot of difficulty with the praying mantises. They're just, they give me a lot of problems.